Alrighty. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to episode 60-something / we might be approaching 70 of, I'm not sure, of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I am the daughter mother.
Mother grandmother.
And I'm coming to you from Essex, Vermont.
Is it Essex or Essex Junction?
Essex Junction.
I like Essex Junction better. Let's use that.
Okay, Essex Junction.
Like the Petticoat Junction.
I do like the word. It is.
I do too. I love it. And Vernon, Connecticut.
Yeah. It is.
Welcome to your new home.
Yes, thank you. This is the first podcast that I am coming to you from our new home that we just moved into, which is why it's so very bare. And I don't really have a setup quite yet.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I'm hoping the next time we podcast, though, I will have a setup because my desk is coming in on Wednesday. My chair got here yesterday. My lamp got here yesterday. So everything's slowly starting to filter into the house. So once everything's in, I'm sure I'm going to be chomping at the bit to set it up.
Yeah. So exciting. It's so exciting.
I'm super excited about it. So yeah, this is welcome to any new viewers. This is a podcast about knitting, stitching, yarn dyeing, rug hooking, crocheting, any other fiber craft that you can think of. We can probably touch on it.
Spinning, but you know what? I couldn't tell you the last time I used my wheel. It really is a sin because I have cubbies full of gorgeous fiber to spin. Darn it. See, this is that Sunday podcasting. I'm going to do everything.
That's okay, though. Well, and
spindle spinning I miss. I was getting good at it.
It's okay because you never know when the mood is going to strike you. Like, look at how much cross-stitching you're doing now. Like, when the spinning bug hits, you are going to be ready.
I am going to be ready, but there's such a... I have the muscle memory. It's more the wheel. Like... getting readjusted to the wheel and getting, I don't know if it's called tension because I know nothing about spinning except how to do it. I don't know anything technical. Nothing.
Yeah.
Tension. It's the pull on the, I don't know. I think it's hard to get readjusted to.
For sure. I could see that. See, now you talking about it is making me think like, oh, that actually sounds kind of fun.
See, I think you would love spinning.
I think I will get to that point. I still am so in the honeymoon phase with my knitting, which is crazy to say after almost 4
It's so good. And I feel like now that you are settled, I feel like all the pieces of your life are like going click, 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 click. I feel like you may branch out now that once you get comfortable in your house, because you have this space. Space is very important.
When it comes to making, absolutely.
It's very important. Like, I think the space you were in once Lily arrived was for me, would have been like stunted my creativity.
It very much felt that way.
Yeah. Now you have all this open space. It's like...
It's amazing. And,
so exciting.
I'm considering, the house looks a bit a mess right now, but if I can just kind of tidy up a little bit, I might even put a few snippets of video in the front of this episode, just in the living space. I won't approach the bathrooms or the bedrooms because I think those are kind of spaces that don't really need to be explored by...
I agree. Now, should we talk about the exciting part about your basement and what's going to happen?
Yes, we should. So I'm finally going to get back to dyeing on a regular schedule. I don't know the volume that I'll be able to pump out while raising Lily, but so the hope and the plan is that I will be doing monthly yarn clubs for you guys, which I am so stoked about. And I've got some ideas running through my head. And once that is all set up, I'm hoping end of July at the latest, maybe beginning of August, that will start. And I am so stoked.
I am so excited because really you not dying, I should say not you not dying, you dying is going to add another dimension to the business that is going to be fantastic. because you dye very differently than I dye. You have your own style, and I love the thought of having a company with two styles. I love it all. I'm so, so, so excited about it.
Me too. Me too. And
I'm so excited.
hopefully everyone else will be on board. I know a lot of people do clubs. But it's just an idea that was really appealing to me and kind of fits into, I think, what will fit into my lifestyle.
It's going to, because the space is far away from your living space. You don't have to clean up afterwards. Lily doesn't have to be anywhere near it, which for me is that makes me feel so good. It really does stress me out thinking of a baby within that space.
Yeah, same.
It's just because, I know a lot of people say it's safe, and I feel like it's safe, but when you're talking about a little one, it makes me nervous.
She's so shiny and brand new.
I know. I just feel like it's not worth even playing with fire. It's like playing with fire.
Yeah.
For me. And I know a lot of people do it and they feel very comfortable with it. And I know they've done all their research. It's just a old school piece of me.
It's the anxiety in me.
Yeah.
Because I get in the morning and I'm like, well, I'm having a stroke, folks. Like, I am such a hypochondriac that, like, I feel like I'm slowly
That's part of motherhood. I was sure I was going to die over and over and over again. And I think I've shared with you, it's still hard to do, is take my advice. It's wasted energy.
I know, and I know that, but I am like you. So when I was growing up, like as a kid, I never thought I would make it to high school. I never thought I would have a locker. I never thought, truly, this was my mentality. I never thought I'd have a locker. I thought, nope, I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to hit that age. I'm never going to go to college. I don't think I was going to drive a car ever. Like, I had already written all of these parts out of my life because I was so sure that I was going to. This is so morbid, but I was so sure that I was going to die.
Isn't that interesting? So you have to work off that life experience to say, look at all that energy wasted.
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
Which I am, that is kind of the tactic that I'm using, because it's just so crazy, because now that Lily's here, I've always valued my health, always, always. But now it's even more important, and I'm even more paranoid about it. Just like, I don't know.
I think it's part of being a mother. I do. And it's not that we think we're the best thing in the world and our children would die without us, but I was the same. And it's not because, like, oh, wow, I'm the best mother, no one else could do this. It's more like, oh, my God, I can't imagine it.
It's just, you don't want any child to grow up without a mother.
Without a mother.
Like, I must sound like a crazy person, like, but like this is literally, but I am slowly starting to go back to my normal way of thinking.
I think a lot of people will relate to it, because I had those same exact thoughts, and I don't think we're so unusual, and our thoughts are so unusual. Yeah, so I think it's a common thread. I just think keeping it at bay is a good thing.
I'm working on it.
I know. I'm the worst. I get a cold, and I'm sure it's way more than a cold. Luckily, knock on wood, I am rarely sick.
Same.
Rarely am I sick. Like, I'm going to be, like, on my deathbed tonight.
Too, so.
It's all right.
It's all right.
So anyways, your beautiful home, you're going to have a dye studio. Oh my gosh. I'm beyond excited for you.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
I'm very excited. I feel like, yeah, with new space comes all new possibilities in general life. And then when you're a creator and a maker, it also just like ups the ante, I think.
Yes. And I think this space is so important even for Lily. I feel like it's going to allow her to bloom. And I have to go shut off my dyes that are cooking. My yarn. I'm in the middle of some great dyeing today, believe it or not, on a Sunday. But it's because I didn't dye a lot this week. I had such a busy week.
Yeah, well, and it's so funny you say Sunday, because I keep thinking today is Monday. In my brain, today is Monday.
Me too. Well, because, sorry, I'm talking off camera. Because we had a huge family party here yesterday, which typically we do that. It wasn't huge.
For us, I mean,
it was good size.
Yeah.
But typically we do that on a Sunday. But because we have you guys and Melissa driving a distance, it's harder to do on a Sunday when you've got to be to work on Monday morning. So we planned it on a Saturday. So today feels like Monday.
It feels like Monday, and not only that, but Justin was up and out of the house because he has a bike ride to go to. He's doing, yeah. So it's like literally everything feels like a Monday right now. So I cannot get out of my head that it is Sunday.
Well, and can I tell you, this is really not the norm, my favorite day of the week.
I'm kind of there. I think I feel like we are so in sync with the way we feel about the week because it's so fresh and new and shiny, and it's like,
and everybody goes back to their lives, and it allows us, well, and for so many years I was not I didn't have a job. My job was you guys. So that on Monday morning when you went to school and Dad went to work, it was like, yay, it's Monday.
yes.
And I still feel that way now because it's a fresh start to the week, and I love Mondays.
Yeah. They are, and I will say, coming from corporate America, you know what? No. I have always felt this way about Mondays.
Did you like Mondays when you worked too?
No, some are challenging, like when you are coming off of a great weekend and you're going into work where things are not quite lined up as you want them to be. It is a little bit more challenging to get there. But I loved my job so much, truly, and I'm not just saying this, that really going into work every day, I was very excited.
You did like your job.
Yeah.
It is a sacrifice for you to not have that job anymore.
For sure.
Like, I know you're glad you don't, but you did love your job.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason why I can kind of put those feelings to the side is because I know I have so many friends there. I have so many great connections that if and when the time comes again that I want to go back, I think it'll be a relatively smooth transition. So
I think the door is wide open for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is such a good feeling.
For sure. For sure.
Such a good feeling.
Yes.
All right, let's talk knitting.
Anyways, yeah, enough of this Monday talk. It's Sunday, people. It's the weekend.
Although people are like, oh, I hate Mondays. Every time I hear that, I get this lift inside. Like, I'm so happy that I love them.
Yes. Yes.
It cracks me up.
I totally agree. Oh, Miss Lily. So yeah, let's talk some knitting.
Let's talk knitting.
Where do we want to start? Because
I have three works in progress.
I
Let's be real. I have 25 works in progress. I only have 3 sitting next to me.
3 active works in progress.
Active. I cleaned my office. You saw that.
It looks beautiful.
It's already going down quick. Podcast is creating that. I'm gonna be so good about when I'm not working on something, it's going in a project bag, sitting here, not being put away. Don't hold me to it.
You can. Go ahead. I have faith in you. Well, I was just gonna say I have one. Well, I guess 2, 3. I have 4 works in progress. One.
Oh, we're pretty even. You go first because you have more.
3. I have a few finished objects.
I have one that you haven't seen that I have to get ready. Oh. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's start with whips then.
Okay.
Let's do that. So I'm going to start with my sock whip because currently I am obsessed with sock knitting. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I think it might have been a product of the move and having them be such easy, mobile.
I think it's the rhythm of, especially the way we do double points, the rhythm of a knitted sock and the fact that you don't have to look at it. I'm working on one right now.
Exactly. Like, and even
you barely look down.
Right. And even on the drive down yesterday, that was 4 hours 4 hours yesterday, 4 hours the day before of sock knitting. And it's, like you said, it's mindless, it's therapeutic, it's easy to put down if like Lily spits up and I need to clean it up. We put it right down. There's nothing that you have to worry about.
I agree. I love it. I'm back to it too. And
it's really fun. So I'll show you. I only have, and I'm saying this with like 95% confidence. I think this is my last outstanding second sock whip.
I'm working on one now. I have enough. I'm taking what do you say? Something from your playbook.
Play.
Play.
Wait, is that right? Oh no, a page.
A page. I'm taking a page, And I have empty needles, and I almost cast on a new, and I didn't let myself because I'm doing what I'm working on now, and then I'm going to the next one.
You're going to be so happy. You're gonna just plow. Because the thing is like when I first started finishing off all of these socks, it was definitely like, you know how things are acquired taste and you have to just keep tasting them until you like them. I kind of just kept plowing through the mundane feeling, and now I feel like I'm on a steam train, just like.
Well, I think the sense of accomplishment, like when I finish this one and go on to that other one over there, I think I'm going to feel so like each pair brings you a little more like empty needles, empty needles. I'm closer to casting on. And I could cast on. Typically I do, but it's weird. Like it's good we're podcasting because it made me pull this one out, and I'm finishing it today.
Right?
Maybe not today.
You'll get close though if that's the only thing you work on all day.
Super close.
Yeah.
I want to stitch. Sorry, keep going.
Anyway, so yes, I've been plowing through my socks. I believe this is my very last outstanding second sock that needs to be finished off. And I will end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will have 6 pairs of finished socks for this year. Although I knit a lot of the first socks last year, so I'm not doing.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, I'm not doing the cal or anything, but the fact that I can say I'm finishing 6 pairs of socks since the beginning of the year makes
Yes.
it really good.
Yes, I agree. I do a lot of like I feel like I participate in a lot of knit alongs on my own without ever like a personal thing almost because I really don't like to enter because I don't want it would feel weird to win. What am I saying? I don't ever win anything. It's not a threat. I'm not a threat. But I would feel weird because we have so many opportunities to get so many products that other people don't.
Right.
That's the only reason why.
Totally. So anyway, yes. So this is the sock that I am currently working on the second sock of. This is
it Jumpin' Jellyfish?
No. But it kind of does look like Jumpin' Jellyfish.
It's Laura's, isn't it?
Yes.
I have some of her yarn that I have to cast on.
Do yourself a favor and do it because
don't let me yet. I have to finish these.
Yeah. Don't do it. But
maybe that'll be the first cast on.
I was gonna say have it on deck, put the skein on your desk so that you can keep looking at it so that when you finish one or finish them all. Yeah, her yarn is beautiful. And I so love knitting the first one.
I love the it's not creating stripes, but it's creating stripes. Like lines.
I think, do they call those micro stripes?
It's so close to micro stripes. It's not quite, but it's so close, and I love. So it's more linear than speckly, and I love that.
Well, and gosh, I almost wonder. I know she's shutting her shop down pretty soon because she's having
a baby.
She's very pregnant and the most adorable pregnant woman in the world.
Adorable.
Seriously. And I feel so bad because she is definitely like feeling the pregnancy like I was feeling the pregnancy.
Oh, her last post, I was like, I hope Chelsea responds to this. And I'm pretty sure you had already.
All of hers I always will respond to. Even I'm sure she gets a million responses, but I don't know. I feel so, and we've never met. Like we don't talk a ton, but
I share birthdays.
I feel very connected to her.
I do too because you share birthdays.
That must be what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why because I always remember her birthday.
Yeah.
Because it's your birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we know if she's having a boy or girl? I can't remember.
I don't think they're finding out.
Oh, I love that.
I know, it's so cool.
I love that.
So anywho, I feel bad saying, I mean, I love her yarn and definitely go give her a follow. I'll put her handle on the screen. But I do believe if her shop isn't already closed, it's going to be closing pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, she's about to have a baby, and that's beyond understandable.
Absolutely. But yeah, you guys have her on your radar. Her yarn is beautiful, and this is an example of it.
That's beautiful.
This is her Down the Rabbit Hole colorway. I got it in her MCN base, so it's super squishy and soft. And yeah, I just love it. It's a vanilla sock. I'm knitting, and so I'll show you. I just cast it on like at 11 o'clock last night, but I cast on the second sock. So yeah, this isn't super exciting to look at, but the first sock is.
Yes, but you know what has been a game changer for me?
What?
For sock knitting? These Knit Pro Zings.
Huge.
It's a game changer for me.
I totally agree.
Literally, I am excited every time I pick them up.
I I totally agree with you. Every time I pick up a sock, I'm like, I get to use them.
I have a million in 1.5s because I bought a million of them, or 5 or 6, and 90% of them are empty.
That must feel so good.
Feels so good. The next sock I have to pick up, they're on Haya Sharps, and they're 1.5s. They're way too sharp. I don't love them. I think I'm going to switch them out. I think sometimes it changes your gait when you go from, but it's a sock.
It's a sock.
It's for me. Who cares?
I did that with one of my finished objects that I'll show you, and I had the same thought. I was like, this might change it, and then I was like, you know what? Who cares? I'm gonna put it on a sock blocker. It's all gonna even out. Whatever.
I agree.
Yeah. So I just started the second vanilla sock. I do for this pair of socks. I'm doing 1x1 ribbing.
You love that.
Me too. I'm using size US1 Knitter's Pride Zings, cast on 60 stitches. I'm doing a classic drop heel, which you can see, and I do a rounded toe, which is a rounded toe, but so I think I talked about this when I.
Oh yeah, that was a little error.
I'm so mad at myself, and
you can easily pull that out.
I'm so.
If you don't like it, I'll pull it out when I come up because it's so easy.
I will,
as long as you haven't woven in the end, and the end is there.
I wove in the end, but it's there.
Well, what's that? Oh, it's fine. I'll take care of that for you.
You know what I mean? Like it's woven in.
Oh, I can take care of that. Just leave it out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
And it's very few things in knitting bug me, like enough to pull them out.
Is it bugging you? Yeah, I'll fix it.
It's driving me bananas because
it would drive me crazy.
Because I love this sock so much, and it's just like, oh, I wanted them to. They look so beautiful.
They're beautiful. They're perfect.
And then I did that, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But anyway, so I do a rounded toe, and typically I will turn it inside out and do a 3-needle bind off.
Which a lot of people would never do a 3-needle bind off, and it is our go-to, and I love it, and I will never do anything different.
Same.
I don't know. It's just what I can't even say I learned it. I think I just thought that's how you did it, so I did it.
It worked.
It works. It works. Uh-oh.
You coughing?
She's coughing. She's like, nobody sees me, so I'll cough. She had such a busy weekend. Uh-oh. 11 o'clock.
2 cuckoos.
It's so broken. So I am sitting here working on, because I won't show what I finished. I'll show that later. But last night at the end of the party, some people were just hanging. And I'm like, I'm going to get my knitting. And it's so relaxing. Party days are like a lot of work. But I used to be a caterer. So I really do know how to do it like pretty easily. And I'm not like crazy busy. And of course, Dad does so much. So much. He's such a help. And I plan a menu so I don't have to be working the whole day. It was 90% cold, and it was easy. But near the end, I was like, oh my God, I just need my knitting needles. I didn't need to stitch. I needed sock knitting. So I finished one, but then I was trying to go on your cue and say, this is ridiculous. I'm either going to throw these out or I'm going to finish them. So I found my Crack in the Sidewalk, one that was done, and then this one was started.
See?
And I've been sitting knitting, like we chatted quite a while before we started, and I was knitting. Look, I'm almost already to the drop heel.
I'm telling you, dig all of those projects out that you're at that point. They are going to start flying.
I am to the heel almost. Holy cow. I won't be able to knit on this for the podcast. I'm to the kneel. To the kneel.
To the kneel.
To the kneel. Anyways, oh my God, Crack in the Sidewalk. And as I talk about these kits are going in the shop this week. Right now, I am dyeing up a ton of sock kits and different ones because we've kind of been doing a lot of the same ones because people want them. Mm-hmm. And I did Lily P and the Mayor last week. They're gone. I think they're all gone. I never know.
I think you're right. I don't think I saw
I
it.
think they're gone. There might be a Lily P. I know the mayor is gone. These will be going in. And then when we talk about the shop, we'll talk about all the others. So I'm going to drop the heel while we're sitting here. I'm going to get to that. I'm super excited about finishing these.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know, I don't do a lot of gift knitting anymore. They may just go in a box for me.
That's the thing is like I need more knit socks. Like I need a hole in my head, but at the same time, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I mean,
It's so interesting though, because I've talked about this before. I've stopped doing a lot of gift knitting. It's very we're not doing as many gifts as we used to do for people, so that's a piece of it. Gift knitting motivates me.
you are motivated by gift.
I'm and I think that's a lot of my scrambled brain is I'm used to having, although I do have a bunch of baby knitting I have to do for gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And I should get started on that today. And I really can't talk about that. It's not for you. But I don't know who watches this podcast and who does.
Okay.
So I may start something today. Sorry, I'm being wicked cryptic. It's not necessary. So yeah, so this is what I'm working on and it's so exciting.
I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for you because truly the feeling of finishing things right now, it is everything that is motivating me through life.
Well, and it's interesting because what I think is so great about this vanilla sock knitting is it's all about the rhythm for me. That's what brings me down is the rhythm. It's not the knit, it's the rhythm. And there's a great rhythm to this.
Yeah.
End of my spiel.
Yeah. I think it was a great spiel to have.
Yeah.
All right. So my next work in progress is one of my favorites, and I posted about it on Instagram. Right now, I'm so drawn to working on Lily's Cozy Memory Blanket. It's a nice manageable size right now, which I really like about it.
It's like a doll blanket.
Yeah, exactly.
And she loves it.
She loves it, and it's a big blanket for her, you know?
Exactly. Because she like holds it and plays with it.
Yeah, like what she does now, like the most, is she holds onto it and she just like wiggles it like this. Or like sometimes
She's a hoot.
She cracks me up, and she loves the colors. Like it's really becoming a blanket that she's loving, which makes me so happy.
I wanted to be her like blankie.
Me too.
I want that because even when first of all, it's so sturdy.
Yeah.
And then as she outgrows the need for a blankie, you make it big enough for her bed. You know, like and then by the time she goes to college, it'll be, oh my God, let's not wish her life away. She's a little tiny baby.
The blanket will always be the size.
And she will love it.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So yes, I am super drawn to this right now. I don't have anything on it, but I wanted to show you guys the minis that I have, the next 3 minis that I'm going to put on. I'm thinking today for a Scrappy Sunday.
Did you take the intermission set?
No, I totally forgot. Yep.
I'll bring it this weekend. Help me remember if there's any left.
Yes. I totally forgot, but I do have one of the Clockwork Oranges.
Because for some reason, I made 100 Clockwork Oranges one time.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'll show you the minis that I'm going to be hopefully putting on today. Clockwork Orange, which is awesome. I love how the grays like have little pops of color in them.
I love that one.
And I'll be super excited to get the rest of them too if we have any left.
Yes.
And then I believe this is Easter Lily.
Easter Lily, yes.
Which this one, like, look at that.
I love Easter Lily. I want to make a baby sweater, like a little girl. Not even baby, a little girl sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And I love like the deep parts where it gets really rich.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm excited for that, especially because, and even the next one too, these are the Lily line. So like she has to have them in her blanket.
She has to. And
then Lily Pad is the other one. And then I think the only other, she already has Miss Lily P in her blanket.
I have We Think You're Peachy Keen. I will have some of, you should have just unwrapped some of it.
Nah, it's okay. I
It
can.
might be right here. Why do I have this? No, you know what? We think your peachy keen is a lot like your frosted donut.
Oh yeah.
If you hold them right next to each other, they're different. But if you just look,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why.
So yes, I'll need your peachy keen and tiny tan lines. I think
Tiny tan line. Tiny tan lines was one. I'm pretty sure it was in the first advent calendar, first or second.
let me see. It's this here.
Yeah, that is tiny tan lines.
Yeah. So I have it in.
Except I don't think it has green in it.
I know. I feel like it was a version of it.
Maybe it was just a version. So we'll get you one of those.
But anyway,
I should do more of those minis sets because they are all gone and have been for quite a while, and we could split one for our blanket.
the baby bundle. Well, now I have these two though, so I wouldn't want to take 50. But anyway, yes.
That's right. We can do it.
So yes, these are the 3 that I think I'm going to be putting in my blanket today.
And you will get those done, no problem.
Yes, which is another. Loving this project.
Is the bike ride long?
35 miles, but it's an hour and a half away.
Oh, you got a little bit of time.
So I've got, and I'm sure they'll stop for food or something.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Lily's like, I hear my grandma.
Thing is it's so most definitely over her nap time, but she can't get herself to settle down early this morning, so she's all thrown off. But she has enough in there to entertain her, and she's right by the window. I think she's just like the overtired fussy.
It does sound like an overtired cry.
So we'll see.
She had such a busy weekend. Oh my gosh, she was a trooper for such a busy weekend.
Really, really great.
Yes. Okay, so you have that. So I have. Were you done with that? Did I cut you off?
No, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, so I have 2 more whips, and I'll start with this one because I went and put it down.
Uh-oh. What
Darn it.
Oh, yes.
My So Faded cardigan that isn't faded. And I love the pattern. I love using the our why do I always blank on what we call it? We don't call them tonals. We call them, what do we call them?
Neutrals.
Neutrals, because they are very neutral. So look at. I stopped.
Is that the first sleeve or the second sleeve?
First sleeve. And it's funny, I started it on double points because I love double points. And I had to pull it out because I was getting such bad laddering and it looked awful. And I couldn't wrap my head around, like, it'll block out. So I went to a 16-inch needle.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to be able to maintain until the cuff. And then I'll go to double points for the cuff. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. It fits like a glove.
Which is, and by a glove, do you mean exactly how you want it to fit or tight?
Exactly like I want it to fit. It's not tight. It's a big old wrap yourself in it sweater. I typically do not like the pearl side. I love it with these neutrals because it tones them down. Mm-hmm. If you look at this side, which is still super pretty.
It's gorgeous.
But I love knitting this. I love working with DK for sweaters.
Now, I have what could be a very dumb question. So right now you're knitting the sleeve, but I'm
purling.
Now, why couldn't you have just turned it inside out and knit it?
Now somebody there is going to have the answer for that because I tried. I'm like, I want to knit it. The yarn was on the wrong side.
Oh.
And somebody is like going to be like, Sue, come on, sharpen your brain.
Well, so I'm wondering,
if I started it that way, I think it would have worked.
Yes, like if you had turned the body inside out and picked up the stitches.
Yes, but I didn't.
But no.
No.
Because then the seam would have been exposed on the wrong side.
Well, there's no seam because I'm going round and round.
I meant like where you picked up the stitches, though.
Right.
So that wouldn't have worked. So I guess you do just have to purl all the way around.
Because I thought you are ridiculous. You love to knit round and around. And I'm like, I'm going to turn it inside out. And I'm like, why can't I figure this out? And I couldn't. Now, lately I catch myself, like even with some charts, like I go, oh, I can't figure it out because I won't take the 2 seconds it takes to figure it out because I'm lazy. And then when I do, I'm like, really? That was ridiculous. So there could be a really that's ridiculous involved in this whole thing. If it is, be gentle when you tell me, whoever it is. I always say that. You can point out anything, just be really gentle because I'm sensitive. So anyways, oh my gosh, I want to say, oh, I can't wait to get back to this and I'm going to finish it. I'm not really there right now. Um but again, once I pick it up and start, it's like it clicks for me. But I think I'm a little more drawn to my other project and my socks right now.
Which, understandably, for both.
Yes. But can I tell you how much I love working with DK?
Yes.
I love DK for a sweater because it's not too heavy and it's not too light and it comes really fast. Works up super fast.
Yes, and I feel like RDK drapes really nicely.
Beautiful drape.
All right, we're back. Hopefully that will be the last interruption until the end.
My little girl needed just a little topper.
She just needed to be fed a little bit, and now she's up in her nursery sleeping.
Oh, did she go upstairs? Oh, I missed that whole thing. I thought she was still downstairs.
No, I was thinking of leaving her down here, but because when I was feeding her, it was quiet, I didn't want to I just kind of wanted her to stay in a quiet environment.
Perfect.
Anyhoozle, so I love your sweater.
Thank you. I do. I love it. I'm not compelled just because I'm not going to wear it, but that it doesn't mean it's not leaving my desk. It's in a project bag. My Matter Roots are my go-to bags.
Your go-to bags. They're beautiful.
It's really too small for this. I really want to put it in an Amy Beth bag, but I'm too lazy to go get it.
Damn it.
It's in my other room.
Well,
because I have several knitting rooms, you know. Mm-hmm. People, like, when people were here yesterday, I think people are like, what is this room? It's literally a knitting room.
Uh-huh.
It's fantastic, and I never go in it.
It's cozy and beautiful, and yeah, I think
I'm going to start, because in the summertime, my office where I live, I don't know why we have a whole house, because this is my favorite room, because literally I feel like I'm outside, because it's all windows. So I'm not even compelled to go outside. I'm compelled to be in this room. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it gets unbearable in the summer at around 3 o'clock till about 5 o'clock. And that is either when I should be down at the pool or in my knitting room with my brand new gorgeous chairs that have barely been sat in.
And they are so comfortable too. They don't, go ahead.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah. And they don't even look that comfortable. They look beautiful. And typically like a beautiful stuffed chair is not comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Because they're not gigantic chairs. They're more made for women, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or smaller. Like, I don't think Dad would sit in there and go, oh, it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
Because he's tall. Although I find Jacob in there sometimes and it's like, oh, no. It's like, well, no one's using it. I don't get it. And I'm like, no. I had to make sure I shut my door because the golfers will come barreling in at some point.
Oh my gosh, that's right. They're going golfing today.
They went golfing. So Jacob took Dad golfing for Father's Day, and I'm like, remember, be kind. Because Dad is a fantastic golfer, but he doesn't get out a lot, and Jacob is a amazing golfer, and he never goes. Yeah. Because he's so strong, I think he can hit that ball really, really, really far.
He is very gifted in the sport of golf, which is rare.
Well, it's so funny because he was a baseball player and he was a pretty outstanding pitcher. And he actually had considered playing in college. And truly, he played in high school. He should have been golfing the whole time. He would have gotten a full boat scholarship somewhere. But it's okay. It's no big deal. He loves the game of golf.
I was going to say he probably enjoys it more now because he wasn't competitive with it.
Yes, because everything he played in high school, he was a 3-sport athlete. And he has no desire. He had never, once he finished, he had never had another desire to play a team sport, which I find hysterical.
He did what he wanted to do and he was done with it.
Yeah, he was done with it.
Good for him.
All right, so what is your next project?
My next work in progress is, oh, sorry, this came out of nowhere.
I'm tired. I know, you're like me. I am so tired not for no reason. I'm just lazy tired.
I just like sometimes when you start stretching, you're like, oh, this feels good. Let's keep doing this. That came out of nowhere. So, anyway, I'm working on your windswept shawl.
Oh, every time I see this, I forget it's mine, and then I get super excited.
I wish I was getting finished with it faster.
Well, I don't need it anytime soon. It is so pretty.
I think the color really does wonders for the texture in the shawl.
I think that color is amazing with that shawl.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so subtle, so subtle.
Yeah, and it's
Castle on the Hill?
Castle on the Hill, yep, in our DK base. And it's reading pretty true in this fabric and this lighting.
I'm going to add that to my list to dye this week because we don't have any in DK.
You should. It's because it really is great for textured shawls.
It is. I just wrote it down. You know what? It would be gorgeous? A sweater.
I was just going to say, I'm thinking about, so I love the sweater that you're knitting, but I know myself and I will never purl an entire sweater like that. But
the only part that is strictly purling is the sleeves. Other than that, it's just reverse stockinette.
That is true.
Yeah, I have to always remind myself of that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and I'm not super compelled to do a knit row, purl row, knit row. Like if I could cast on a worsted boxy in DK right now, I would do it because I just want to knit around and around and around and around.
But could you? Do they have it? Is it in a DK weight too?
It might be. I'm just afraid I won't need that many boxy sweaters. Like I would love to be able to knit a worsted boxy and then hold it up in the end and be like, look at my cardigan.
Oh, because you want a cardigan.
I want a cardigan. I just don't want to do the work to get a cardigan.
Cardigans are a lot of work, but I love knitting cardigans. Mm-hmm. I wish there were more DK options for cardigans. I have trouble finding them. And you know what? Again, scream them out at us because they're hard to find.
And well, I think the pattern that you're knitting is really exactly what I want. But
it is a fun knit. It is because it's top. Was it top down? I don't even remember. Yeah, top down. Top down, definitely. It's top down, so that works up quick. It's kind of like a Madewell in that sense. The only all purling is the sleeves, and I'm managing it. It's not horrible because it's the 16-inch needles are helping.
Going around and around.
See, but someone might be able to tell you how to do them in knit and turn them inside out. I don't know why I can't figure that out for my life.
I wonder if you just did. No, that wouldn't work. No, I don't know. So if you guys know the answer, please feel free to leave it.
Shout it out. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Kindly, kindly, kindly.
Very nice words.
Yes.
But yes, so, and I think I would love a sweater in this colorway, but I'm also very drawn to this colorway, but I think this is a little more timeless.
Yes. I think the peaches and cream would be pretty as an accent. I was drawn to put just a few little faded stripes and then a solid bottom for mine, but I'm kind of glad I didn't.
I feel like you would love it after you were done, but I think you would get sick of it eventually.
I do too. I think tradition, when you're talking knitting a sweater,
yeah,
that's a big investment in time. A traditional sweater is the only way to go. A classic look.
I tend to agree with you. Mm-hmm. But yes, so this is the sweater. I've talked about it probably a million times because I've knit another one too. It's
a shawl, not a sweater.
Shawl. Oh my God. I need more coffee.
It's usually I that need to be corrected, so that felt a little good.
Good. Yes. So this is the Windswept Shawl by Molly Klatt of A Homespun House Designs, and
who's soon to be back to her original land.
Yes, her homeland.
Not Robert's, but hers.
Yes, I know. So yes, best of luck, Molly. I've chatted her a little bit, but best of luck with your move. We are rooting for a nice, smooth transition for you guys.
Smooth transition. Same here. That is a huge move with two small children. But they are so, at least that's what I see.
Very good.
She could be like, I'm so not that. But so I'm like, we're okay with it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be exciting. It's exciting to think of her here, but she still could be in Germany as far as we're concerned because she's really far away from New England. But it's okay, Molly. We're still happy you're coming.
Yes, I'm still so excited. I think
I'm so excited.
So yes, she designed it. It's called the Windswept Shawl, DK weight pattern. It's in our Castle on the Hill colorway in our DK base, and it is such a joy to work on in between my sock knitting because it's anytime like Justin and I sit down to watch a show or a movie. It's kind of nice because the longer rows, like the rows are getting pretty long now. So I can't just knit a few stitches and put it down. I need to have an extended amount of time where I can really work.
Get all the way across. Can I just interrupt you for 1 minute? This message is for Angela of Must Love Yarn. Rookie mistake. That's our hashtag when you knit by accident with the tail. She is now cracking up. Angela, rookie mistake. Sorry, I had to do that.
I realized you did that.
Oh yeah, because she did it a couple times, and I think I said rookie mistake, and she created the hashtag, and then she did it again, and I was like, why is this so short?
Where's the
Go ahead. Not to interrupt. I just knew she would appreciate that.
That is hilarious. So yes, that's my third whip.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me undo my rookie mistake here. Holy cow. I'm like, what am I doing?
Well, let me talk a little bit while you're doing that.
Go for it.
The Boylan knit sweater that I don't even think I've told you that I want to knit this one.
No, which one?
It's the one, I don't even know what it's called, but it has like the plus signs on it.
You know what? When that first came out, I believe Sophia tested that, and I was like, it reminded me of the Red Cross.
I can see that.
But it has grown on me like there's no tomorrow.
Do you want to know why?
I love it.
It's because of everyone that's knitting it and posting on Instagram. Their color choices are perfection.
So is that worsted weight?
I don't know. I don't even know any of the details. I just keep seeing pictures and I'm like, that is one that I could knit in a tan and our vanilla bean and have it be the coziest, most classic timeless sweater.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I do believe we are going to start having worsted weight in our shop because I'm tired of all these sweaters being in worsted weight and I want to use our hand-dyed yarns. But I downloaded, I wish it was in somewhere that I could find it, one of her patterns that is in DK. I don't remember the name. I don't remember what it looked like, but I am going to make it. We should do a knit along, a Boylan knit along.
Consider it done.
Okay.
Stay tuned for all of the details. We'll talk
details.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Maybe we can get some worsted weight yarn in the shop to support it. We'll talk about that.
I like that a lot.
I do too because she's like so hot right now, and I loved her interview with Christy Glass. I love hearing interviews with designers.
Mm-hmm.
I really do because I love to hear their process. I love the artist in me, loves all of that, and I find it incredibly inspiring. Not that I'm going to go design a sweater, but it may inspire me in another area of art. Sure. So anyway, that's my spiel. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. I love where your head's at. Yeah, we will talk about those details next time, and hopefully maybe we'll even have the yarn to show you guys for what. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, but that is a sweater that I was thinking as I was holding up the vanilla bean and the peach. I was like, ooh, maybe that.
I love that.
Me too, but I'm thinking more vanilla bean, and then when you start with the tan line, I think a tan and a vanilla bean would be.
I totally agree. It'll be because that pattern is so bold, and if you don't want it to be bold, you can really do it with the colors, making it very subtle. because that pattern is subtly, holy cow.
No.
She is working on her designed another one where she used a lot of subtle colors, and I was very drawn to that one.
I think and I think that pattern looks great in big, bold colors. I think it looks great. It is just such a pattern that lends itself to any kind of color combination.
I agree. But it will change it completely depending on the route you go.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So anyway, now that you're done fixing your mistake, we can move on.
All right. So the last thing I've been working on, and oh my goodness, I got quite a bit done I did not have a ton of knitting time last week. Party prep week kind of wipes me out. I didn't get as much dyed as I wanted to, but we did get a lot in the shop.
Well, not to mention you drove all the way up here for a day. So
was that last week?
Ah.
Oh, so that's why, because I feel like, oh my gosh, it was a weird week. So I think I showed this last week, but it's useless to show because of the printing.
You know what I can do is I can put a picture on the screen.
That would be great. So it's called the Audra Wrap by Ambah O'Brien. Ambah, not Amber. Like, kind of like if you're from Boston, Ambah.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying it wrong. Sorry, Ambah.
Ambah? How is it spelled?
Ambah.
Ambah.
That's pretty much all you can go to.
I like it.
But anyways, I wanted to use some of our mohair. And oh my gosh, I love it. I've talked to you about this. I have a little concern, but then I saw Christine of Chelsea Pearls on her podcast. She's doing like a Shawlapalooza, it's called. Ooh. I don't know all the details. I just know she's got great prizes and great videos on shawls, and she showed this one. So my concern is it says it's 18 inches wide.
Yeah.
This is not 18 inches.
What did it measure out to? 20?
I think it was pretty close to 26. And there's no way my gauge can be that off. So I don't know if it's a misprint. If anyone else knows, I'm so curious. And I saw the one that is it Christina or Christine? Darn it. I can't remember. I'm so sorry, Christine. I used both. She probably doesn't even watch. So it's a moot point. But anyways, the one that she showed looked like mine. So I don't know if it's a typo. I don't know. I'm glad it's this wide. My only concern is yarn.
Right.
And I don't know. Look at this.
It's so beautiful. So now is the pearl? Oh yeah, because you're a garter. What am I saying?
Garter. Yeah, it's such an easy knit. Garter. So it's a garter. I'm not going to go into great detail because it's a pay-for pattern. Mm-hmm. But what I used was, we think you're peachy keen.
Hey, hang on. Can you just go a little bit slower?
Yes, I'm sorry. I always forget that. We think you're peachy keen, along with peaches and cream. Now, if the pattern is correct, one ball should work of the mohair because I'm doubling it. Okay. I still think one ball will work because it said 200 and some, and this is 400 and some. But again, I don't want to make those broad. Like I wanted to put together kits, but I'm afraid. Yeah. I'm afraid until I get further. And it's not to say, all it's to say is you may need more than one mohair. You may need more than one of this. Maybe someone will start it and get the 18 inches. There's no way my gauge could be off by that much.
That's almost 10 inches off.
I know. There's no way. So I feel it must be a misprint. If anyone knows that, please let me know.
Have you looked on Ravelry to see if there's an update for the pattern?
No, wouldn't that make so much sense? I would get an update. It comes automatically.
But don't you have to push the button in your library to actually manually update it? Or does it automatically update?
But it will say update.
Yes.
And it doesn't say that.
Oh, okay. That was my question. Have you?
Yes. It doesn't say that. But I could go to other people's projects and see what they say. That would make complete sense. But I'm not a Ravelry girl.
It's okay.
Okay. So I'm doubling this for one of the stripes, and this is the other stripe. The mohair, like hey, you saw it. It's amazing.
It is. So yeah, go nice and slow.
I feel like every single shawl needs mohair in it.
I totally agree with you, and I can't wait. So we won't have mohair until what, end of July?
July sometime. I think everyone bought all the mohair out in the entire world.
Because
So we have some in the shop. We have a decent amount of some. But I'm just going to finish saying a few things about this so I don't forget. I like the softness of this together, but it doesn't make the stripes pop as much. One side, they pop more than the other.
yep, you're right. Yeah.
So if you want them to pop, I would suggest your mohair choice. Like I could have done pop fizzle. I kind of wish I did.
So can you explain, is the mohair run all the way through that shawl, or is
No, it's striped. So it's one stripe is double this, the other stripe is peaches and cream. So if you love this, but you want more striping, I would say do We Think You're Peachy Keen with Pop Fizzle would be wow.
that would be super cool?
Wow. But if you really want to see the stripes, now at first I was like, oh, do I want to see more stripes? Don't I? I'm starting to love the subtleness of this. Love the subtle. Again, you're not seeing it, it's not translating, but in real life it does.
Honestly, it's translating pretty well.
Can you see the stripes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can't see them from here. Then, oh my gosh, look at that lace pattern.
And that's with peaches and cream?
Peaches and cream on cozy toe.
Wow.
I love how like it gets. I love it.
You're a very good lace knitter.
Because I'm following the chart and the chart is fantastic. It reminds me of the one I did like Hohi, but the lace is much more I don't want to say complicated.
Intricate?
It forms more of a pattern, I think.
Yeah, so a little more intricate maybe?
A little more intricate. Now, it's all about the chart.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy. And then it also you can read it. So you can read your knitting.
Sorry, Romo's dreaming down there, and I heard something crying. If I saw Lily wasn't, sorry. I just
So anyways, I am totally enjoying it. I am almost back to a striped row. So basically what the shawl is going to look like, striped lace, striped lace, striped lace.
and it's like an oblong shape, right?
It's yes, oblong is how I would describe it. It's more of a wrap.
Yeah.
And I love the
Yes.
eyelet. I would call them eyelets. I don't think they call them eyelets. It's a very nice knit. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. Well, that's not fair to say because then if someone finds it difficult, I hate that when people say, "Oh, it's so easy." It's very intuitive.
Even
The lace really is, but it's about the chart reading. On Hohi's, I don't know why, I had a mental block with that chart and it looked it was set up like this one. I just never took the time to understand how it was set up. It was ridiculous on my part. And that shawl of hers would have gone a lot better because when I see knit two together, yarn over, purl three, knit one, yarn over, repeat, that to me is just like blah, 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 blah.
and that makes so much sense to me.
Oh, but you have to read it every time where the chart is so, it's like the one section and then you repeat it and it's so clear. I've got to teach you because when you change over to that, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's so much easier on your brain.
Yeah, because I have such a mental block with all charts.
You do. We've got to spend time with that because I think I can help you with it. I say that every time.
Okay. Well,
I love this. So again, it is the Audra wrap.
Ambah.
Or if you live in Connecticut, Amber. It's such a Boston the way you say it. It's like it makes me chuckle.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the knit. It is a lot of knitting. It's a lot of knitting. Part of me wishes it was on bigger needles and less stitches.
Mm.
Because you could get the same effect,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it would go faster.
Do you think it would be drapier?
I think you would somehow compensate. Yeah, it would be drapier. You
Well,
couldn't get that.
which to me, I love drapey. So like that would be,
Yeah, this is pretty drapey though.
yeah.
What size needles did I use?
I think we have 4s in our signature.
Or see, I think you could almost get away with 6s.
Oh.
We'll see. I'm not going to change it. I feel like it's going to be especially the striped area, maybe my car knitting,
Yeah.
because it would go fast. Because the rows aren't super long, just like the suburban wrap. They weren't super long.
And they don't keep increasing? Like how, I mean,
No, it's an oblong, so it's an increase and a decrease.
oh, right.
So it goes like that. So I love it. I will say I started it on my, what needles?
Signature? Or, zings?
Yes, on my zings, and it was really weird. I don't know if it was the mohair. They were too sticky.
I think it was the mohair.
I think it was the mohair too. So I am treating myself to using my signatures that were being wasted on a shawl that I'm like never going to ever work on again, which makes me feel good. I think I got rid of it. I can't remember. Anyways, oh my God, what a treat. The cords on a signature.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful needle.
Hmm?
So that's my last work in progress as far as knitting goes.
So can you talk about how you're pulling from both ends with the mohair?
Yes, it worked out beautifully. And we put out a wrong message. I'm glad you brought this up the last podcast about needing to hand wind this. No. I saw it on somewhere else and I kept seeing the cakes and I'm like, well, they didn't hand wind it. I don't know why I got that into my head, but I definitely did. So make sure you're aware of where your center is. Do a center pull and an end pull, and it's working beautifully.
And that way you don't have balls, you don't have...
No, and there's a ton of yarn in here. So I feel like I'm not going to run out of yarn because that's what the pattern says.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm loving working with the mohair. I love dyeing the mohair. Yep. Unfortunately, I think the whole world came upon that at the same time and blew it up. I check every day to see if it's come in, and they finally put up a note because I'm sure they've been getting lots of messages of, when are you getting your mohair? I was about to do that, but I was trying to be
really, yeah,
understanding. So anyways, I love it. And when it comes in, we will have a ton in the shop. We do have a bunch in there right now. If you have fallen in love with this and are thinking you might want to do it, and there's a lot of really cool combinations. Did we post that, or did I do something about that?
I think so.
I think we did post something about pretty combinations because some people struggle being able to do that. And it's so easy when you're right there with the yarn, it's glaring. But on a website, it's not. So
it's more difficult, yeah.
Yes, and we've had people before saying, do you think this goes with this? We're happy to tell you yes or no, knowing it is our opinion.
Right.
Our opinion. So we have no problem. If you're like, I'm thinking of this for mohair, would it look good with this? We will be very honest. If it doesn't, we will tell you.
Totally.
Yeah, that's that.
Yes, I love that shawl, and I can't wait to hear about how it keeps going for you.
I know. I'm feeling right now it's a slog, but I know once I get over the hump, just like the suburban wrap, that flew off my needles. And this is so similar as far as not design, but the way it knits.
Yeah. Love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me show you a couple of my finished object now.
Okay. I have a finished object too.
So here is, and I don't even know since the last time we podcasted which ones I think I had already finished my foxtail.
Yes, we've seen those for sure.
So then I have I have 3 more pairs to show you.
These I love.
Thank you. These are my blueberry waffle socks.
They're beautiful.
Thank you. These were my oldest.
12 o'clock. 4.
4 o'clock.
That works.
So this was my oldest whip that had been languishing in my project bags, and I had changed needles a couple of times. It
Beautiful.
has been in every project bag that I've ever owned. I have tried everything to get to finish these, and it was changing. So they were on ChowGoo size US 1.5 or 2, I don't remember, magic loop. And that stupid red cord, I can't, like, no matter what.
I like ChowGoos. But not for that.
Not for sock knitting. I can't do it.
No.
So I changed it over to Haya Sharps. The gauge probably changed a little bit, but not enough to matter.
No.
And I finished them, and I am so proud of myself, and I loved the knit, and now I want to knit another pair of blueberry waffles.
I want to do a pair of blueberry waffles. Maybe, that next pair that I want to cast on, I'm gonna want to cast on what I'm dyeing up today.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That would be beautiful on blueberry waffles.
It would. So this is Madeline Tosh sock in her Sugar Plum colorway. I got this, Mom, I think probably the second time we went to Creative Fibers together.
Where I used to work.
That shows you how old.
I feel like you bought that when you went in with Justin.
Oh, are you sure?
Did we go together ever were you knitting when we went together?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was then.
Yeah, because I got all of the Malabrigo yarn for my first worsted boxy there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Proudest moment of my life. When Chelsea started knitting. It doesn't take a lot. It takes so little for me to be proud.
It makes my job really easy.
Really easy.
So yes, that is my first finished object to
love.
Thank you.
I have not had a finished object in a long time, and I think that's part of my with knitting right now. And it's my own fault because I love to start things and not finish them, but I finished these.
Look at them. They're so
I love them. And okay, so I did not do them correctly. I did not pull from the center. I worked from the outside in. I'm going to do it again because I don't have these yet, but I want to get the Birkenstocks that are we've talked about straight across. I got the ones with the toes, but for the fall, so I can wear these with them and look super cool or dorky. I don't care.
And sandals are so in.
I love them. I was cracking up with Justin with his socks and whatever, the flip-floppy, because that's like me. I even do it with the toe sometimes. I do, and I'm so comfortable, and I love them. Little white peds. Mm-hmm. Do they call them peds still, or am I 100 years old?
I always have because you always have.
Okay, peds. Let's bring it back. Okay, so I finished these, you guys. Oh my gosh. I love these. So what is this? Opal Regia. Perfect. Arnie. I got it at Must Love Yarn, my local yarn shop. That's 4 hours away. I don't care. It's my local yarn shop.
They came out so nicely.
I love them. I had so much fun knitting them. Dad loved them. He's like, I love those. He would never wear these.
You never know.
He's very conservative.
He is. He
does wear the socks you knit him most of all.
Really?
Yes. He actually had them on the other day.
I should make him another pair. That'd be.
You should. For Christmas, and for church, because he wears them to church. I would be living in them, but not him. He thinks they're special.
It's okay. Maybe if I knit him more pairs, maybe it'll be easier to wear them. Who knows?
It's okay. I love these.
So nice.
So this is the beginning of my finish up my socks. I think we need to do the floss tube community has hashtag days. You've created one, Scrappy Sunday, already.
Well, I didn't create that. That is.
Oh, you?
No, that is.
Okay. So Priscilla and Chelsea, who I love, and I am not kidding you, I plan my Saturday morning around when their floss tube will drop. It's kind of pathetic, but I do.
I think that's pathetic.
And she's about to have a baby.
I know.
So exciting. But they have hashtag, they have Witchy Wednesday, Free Fall Friday, Stars and Stripes Saturday, Santa Sunday. I'm already on my Santa Sunday for today. I love it because it gives you direction.
Mm.
It can be like some days I'm like, darn it, I don't want it to be Witchy Wednesday. I want it to be like work on my Christmas one. I'm like, well, no one's making you do this, Sue. Like, nobody even knows if you're doing it, Sue. But I am such a like rule follower that it's like when I decide something. But anyways, we should come up with some creative, like second sock Saturday. That's the first one.
There it is.
Second sock Saturday.
Yep.
So on Saturdays, we got to write that down because we'll forget.
Hashtag
second sock Saturday. Saturday is the day that you work on your second socks. And you stitch your stars and stripe pieces.
I like that.
I love it. So kind of stealing from you, Chelsea and Priscilla. Sorry, I know you don't watch, but we're still stealing from you.
Doing it.
I know. I love it. So yeah,
Lily.
that's the only finish I have.
Oh,
You have more. Keep going.
I was wrong about the last interruption.
It's all right. We make it work. It's however we can do it. So is she in her little high chair now?
She's in her little high chair with her toys, with her cozy memory blanket, actually.
Oh, I just think she's really, truly. Think about, like, I'm thinking about how tired I am from the weekend.
Oh.
And she's an itty bitty baby that doesn't even know half of what's going on. Well, she knows, but.
Oh, no. Yeah, but you're right.
She knows she's off her schedule. And,
right.
like, literally, I could curl up with my cozy memories and go to bed for the afternoon.
Without even a thought, I could do that.
I know. If the sun were to come out, I would shift, but it's pretty dreary here.
We have a beautiful day.
I thought we were supposed to. That's why I'm kind of surprised.
See, the thing is it's chilly out here. Which is not.
I haven't walked out yet. It's probably hot out. It's chilly in the house. Because the night air is still in. I left windows open. All right.
Anywho, so I'm going to group together my last two finished objects that I'm going to show you in the interest of time and Lily's timer.
Yes.
So I have been obsessively knitting on our sock kits because they're probably my favorite thing to knit.
They're one of my favorite things to dye.
Which is so good. Like, look at these.
I love it.
Aren't they so pretty? So this one is Miss Lily P. This one is Willy Wonka. Lily P is in steel toes. Willy Wonka is in our glitzy base, which is our gold stellina, which it's really hard to get it to read on camera.
It is reading like crazy. And in real life, I couldn't believe them yesterday.
They sparkle.
And I've had a lot of our glitzy laying around. I haven't dyed it in a while. I'm dyeing up 10 of the glitzy for sure. I think I'm going to put in 20 of every colorway, half glitzy and half steel toe.
It is so fun to knit with.
Yes. The toes, heels, and cuffs will not be in glitzy because it's silver stellina, not gold. So I won't do it that way.
And honestly, it looks just as good. Like mine are not in glitzy. It's just steel toe.
Oh, yeah. I like it when it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when it's not. It gives it a little contrast.
Mm-hmm. And so my vanilla, which I already talked about today, with my first whip that I showed, 60 stitches, size US 1 DPNs, 1x1 ribbing, rounded toe, drop heel. That is my classic vanilla formula.
That's mine too. Now, just so people know, in the mini skein, if you choose to do the heel too, you should have plenty.
Plenty. Oh, I wish I had. I have this mini, but this isn't an accurate representation because it's a fresh one. But I think the cuff and the heel for this, or the cuff and the toe for this, took maybe 2 grams, and these are Granted.
You have more. I have never run out. I've always had extra. Like right now, this is what I have left for my cuff. No, my heel and toe. I already did the cuff. There's plenty there. And I do 64 and you do 60. And I do 1.5s and you do ones. So that's a pretty broad range of it's going to work for you.
And the body of the sock, you have, for me, I almost always have 40 to 50 grams left.
So much.
So much.
So much. Yes, I agree.
So yes, those are my last two whips, and I really want to just like roll.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's motivating me to Second Sock Saturday. Let's just say it.
Love it. Second Sock Saturday, the triple S. Oh no.
Yeah.
So now if you look at this sock bag that I was showing you guys a couple of weeks ago, I've got.
Now, was that a Seashore Sharon bag?
It is.
Of course it was.
It is. So,
it's so pretty.
Makes me so proud because I've never been this organized or motivated to finish things before. Yeah. So it just makes me very proud.
You should be. Are your foxtails ones in there?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. I didn't see them. Oh, they are. Oh, that is so fun. And you can leave that now that you have so much space on a shelf somewhere as a pretty design.
I know. I love
it.
So those are my last two finished objects. I have one more whip and then a couple skeins of yarn to show you. So I don't know. Do you want me to do that, or do you want to do stitching and then I'll do that?
You do finish all the knitting and then we'll save the yarn for the end. And because I have two stitching things. I did not. Well, I have more that I can't show, but two that I worked on that I can show.
Okay. So my last work in progress, which I've kind of, my Disney bucks, which I haven't been working on quite yet. Well, I have. I just kind of have put it down for a minute. I know. They are my summer mitten cowl work in progress. Ooh, what's this? They are my.
I don't know where I put mine.
Oh, I don't know. But so yeah, they're Denise and
the golfers are home. Darn it. It's okay. We're gonna have to be like, we're podcasting.
Yeah, shut up. So what was I saying?
Summer knit along mitten.
Oh yeah. Denise and Rachel are running the summer mitten knit along. I'll put the hashtag on the screen. And we did a little bit of yarn support for them. And I am doing our hot tomatoes colorway with silver linings. And I'm knitting the Selbu mitten by Skeindeer.
Yep. Ellie. L or Ellie?
Ellie.
Ellie. I was going to say L sounds so wrong. They are beautiful. You that were like, no, I don't do color work.
I am obsessed, but okay, this is one of those projects where I hit something in the pattern that I don't understand, and now I'm completely stunted. I do not know what to do, and it's the damn thumb, and the chart looks weird, and there's no key that says why they're longer than the other.
I can help you.
But I thought you looked at it and you didn't know.
Oh.
Remember, the boxes weren't boxes. They were like long rectangles at the top, and I didn't know why.
It's funny because on that one, I ran into a problem in another area, and Denise is your key.
I will reach out to her. I didn't know.
Yeah, reach out to her. There was something, and when she told me, it made I was like, of course.
Okay.
It was just I hit a mental block, and she was at the same point. She was like, let me get to this part, and we went back and forth a little. I think she can help you, and I do remember we talked about it.
I remember yours was the decreases for the.
It was stupid on my part. There was nothing wrong with the pattern. It was me, but it was that one of those patterns.
I think it was this one.
I think I did that one.
You did.
I did. Okay, I did half a one. Darn it! I am a commitment phobic.
When it comes to creating, whatever.
I gave him the sign.
We're podcasting.
He went.
Yes. So I am obsessed with these. I'm obsessed with the kit. I love the colors.
Hot tomato. There is There might be a few in there, and if people want them, I will make more. So just don't hesitate to reach out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is the front. This is, or the front and inside, outside. And this is the thumb.
If I was there, I know it would make sense to me if I was holding the knitting.
So maybe I wait until you come up this weekend.
Either way, either way.
I'll also reach out to Denise just in case. But yeah, so I'm working on these. And I already told Rachel and Denise I'm not great at knitting along, but I feel like I still have a little bit of time.
Oh, we do. I wish I knew where I put mine.
I will put all the dates and everything down below in our show notes for anybody. I just can't remember off the top of my head when it ends.
It is a great knit along, and I am actually going to put a mohair lining in mine because the pattern I'm using includes that. They say to use cashmere, like a MCN, but I'm going to use mohair, and you easily could do the same.
Yes, I don't think I don't know yet. My gut tells me I won't do it because once I'm done with the knitting, I think I'm going to be.
It's just more knitting, yeah.
But it is a great option if anybody loves like really soft mittens.
Yes, it's beautiful. I'm so excited about that colorway because Denise had, I was like, well, tell me what you want. And then when I did it, I was so excited about it, but I thought, yeah, it's, orange can be an iffy color. People love it. And I'm so happy about that.
I'm obsessed.
I'm so happy with it.
So yes, that's my last work in progress.
I wish I knew where mine was. Darn it. It's in one of my bags. I don't know.
Bags? Yes. Lily keeps throwing her toys on the ground. I think she's
she's learning. She's learning.
like, pay attention to me, Mom.
So is that it for your knitting?
That is it for my knitting.
Okay. I will show my stitching because it's not a ton.
Okay.
Like I said, some of it I can't show, but I'm working on Bless This House, or Bless Your House, or Bless Our House.
Our home.
Let me look. Bless our home. Bless our home, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, this is for your lovely new home.
It's I love it.
I know, and I'm not sure how we'll finish it yet. We'll probably just a simple frame. Mm-hmm. Don't know if we'll do glass or not, but I'm using it. So it's from Little House Needleworks, which I'm a huge fan of Little House. And it's so different than the stitching I used to do. I am going to work on this today. Really, truly, I love stitching on the weekend.
It's so pretty.
I love the flag. I want a Stars and Stripes Forever room. An Americana room. I will tell you, growing up, I hated Americana. Anything. I hated it.
Really?
And now, I think last week I showed the one I finished. I hope, because I don't know where that is either.
I can't remember.
It's in the pile to finish, finish somehow. So anyways, I worked on this. I love it. I have decided I prefer, this is the coffee tea dyed Monaco, which lovely Priscilla and Chelsea talk about all the time. I dyed it. I do believe there was significant shrinkage in the holes, so they became closer together, which it hurts my fingers. Because the holes are, because I like to sew, and so I don't love it, to be honest with you. The actual process of the stitching, I love the results. But it's also, too, the more you work on it, the more you get the rhythm. But I much prefer using a more open, is that Lily?
Yeah.
A much more open, this is a 32 count Belfast linen, where the holes are much bigger, even though it's a smaller count. So the needle just flows through it. I don't have to find it, which is where I run into holes in my fingers from pushing, because you use the same spot all the time. And all of a sudden you realize, and you're just like, ooh, I hate that. So this is for Santa Sunday.
I love the color of that fabric.
Oh, it's the Belfast linen, raw linen.
Really pretty.
I'm not sure, but I had a million pieces pre-cut that I'm using for all of these, and I think the Hometown series from when I used to teach. So I had them all pre-cut. I almost got rid of them. I almost Goodwilled them, saying I will never use them. I am in heaven having them all. Because linen, all of this fabric is expensive.
Well,
When you really, yeah, you're spending a lot of money. So this is the latest installment of Farmhouse Christmas, Grandma's Quilt,
ooh.
which reminds me of the quilts that I did, the quilt series. I did 2 quilt series, block of the month for a year. I'll bring those in next week if I can remember. They're hanging in our front room, our family room, and they are filled with specialty stitches because that was my thing because I taught. So I would teach how to do all the specialty stitches. And I'm really quite surprised about how many people are like, oh, there's too many specialty stitches. Specialty stitches are simple.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. It's the same thing. You come up a hole, you go down a hole. And the diagrams are usually very good. It'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, like where you're going to come up, where you're going to go down. So people should not be intimidated by specialty stitches.
But now I know you said in the past you do cut work.
Cut work, now that's a whole different ballgame.
Okay.
Next week, let's do a little section on that.
Okay.
Help me remember, because it's going to make me want to go back to teaching. I loved teaching needlework.
Mm-hmm.
I love teaching counted thread. So part of me wants to fill this block with all the specialty stitches.
That'd be fun.
Which would be super fun. But I love that I am caught up.
Huh?
They are all at my finisher. I have a finisher.
And she's so.
Oh my gosh, she is so. I've talked about her before. My friend Barb, who finishes all my stockings. Literally, I hand her something and she's like, well, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. You just do it. Do it. And she's like, well, and this one, she was like, do you want all the same fabric, different? I'm like, I think same. And then I'm like, no, what am I saying? Whatever you think. Because she has an impeccable eye. I trust her with everything I give her.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot wait to share whatever she does with these.
I can't wait.
So I cannot wait. And they are going to be ornaments. It is going to go on a special tree. I'd like to get a feather tree, which is a very wispy. That's what Maureen, Barb's best friend. Well, I'm their best friend too. Maureen's now like, only when I'm gone. I'm always the best friend fill-in when she travels because she travels a lot. Anyways, she suggested get a feather tree. So I used to have one on the dining room table years ago. It's just a very leggy, small, like I might do a table topper.
But no, so those ornaments will have some weight to them, right? Are they going to be?
They will, but not a lot.
So are they going to be stuffed?
Yes, but not like fat pillows, like kind of flatter pillows. And
okay.
I cannot wait.
I'm so excited to see the final.
And I'm so proud of myself that I'm like, oh, I'm behind. Never mind. I am keeping up. I love when things are released like this because I finish them. I'm bound and determined. If this is all I get done for this year's trees, I will be happy.
That'll be huge.
Huge. But I also want to do all the hometown holidays to go on the tree, which is like the firehouse, the church, the train station.
You're on such a roll right now. I feel like you will. I have confidence in you.
Thank you. I could. So today I would like to think I will get most of that done.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't put that expectation so large. Since it's already 12:30.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It happens. Okay, let's keep going. So you have yarn to show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I told you earlier I'm drinking a Diet Coke because we had a party and there's 8 left that I will try to finish today so I don't drink anymore.
You're going to have 8 Diet Cokes today?
No. I might have 2.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm drinking.
I feel so bad. There's a half a pepperoni bread left that I meant to send home with you.
Oh, it's so good that you didn't.
I'm going to have some for lunch.
Sounds like a delicious lunch.
And chicken wings. Sorry, I'm really hungry.
Oh, I'm starving too. I'm like, once we're done here, I'm like trying so hard to contain myself with these crackers. I'm doing. I just want to put fistfuls in my mouth.
I know.
And I moved on to my liqueur.
What is that? I saw that you bought it. What is it?
It's seltzer. It's just a new brand of seltzer that everybody loves.
I hate seltzer.
I love it.
I wish I liked it. Everyone and their brother loves seltzer. Not me, Diet Coke.
It's okay. It's not for everyone.
It's my worst habit.
Your Achilles heel.
And I'm pretty good about it.
Uh-huh.
Unless there's 8 in the refrigerator. Darn it.
That happens very rarely.
Caitlin said, Aunt Sue, can I bring home one for Ryan, a Diet Coke? She goes, he loves it, and we try not to have it in the house.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm with you. Take it. I get it completely.
It's addicting.
It's so bad for you.
I know.
So darn good.
If you like it, you like it.
I know. Can't help it.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of shopping in our store this weekend. And I did it on our stories because I really wanted to know opinions and patterns from people. And so many people loved the yarn combo of lavender lace, the Mohair, and our peaches and cream Mohair. So I didn't bring it home this time, but I know I'm going to be knitting that with that combination soon.
It's fantastic. Well, plus I think the peaches Mohair, there's only one left, and it's the extra if I run out.
Yes. So
as soon as we can get Mohair, we'll have it. We'll have so much. It's killing me.
Yeah. So yes, but thank you for everyone that followed along. I'll show you what I ended up coming home with. I ended up coming home with our vanilla bean and our peaches and cream colorway. And I'm going to find a 2-color shawl. These are both in our Cozy Toes base, which is our cashmere. I'm going to find a 2-color shawl to knit with these.
Love it.
Because I think it's really beautiful and subtle, and maybe even if I can find one with a little bit of color work.
Oh, Miss Lily, she's like, Grandma, I hear your voice.
Oh, there's the book. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about with this. And so many people have reached out with pattern suggestions, so I need to go on Ravelry and do some.
And share with me, because I am always, although I feel like after this shawl, I'm going to go a little lighter on shawls again. Just because there's so many sweaters I want to make, and I'm not making them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good plan. And part of me wants to dive into my Stephen West pattern book and see what I could adapt with these two. Like, part of me was saying I should be doing another of that brioche.
Oh, I love brioche.
The meandering.
I love that shawl.
Part of me was thinking that, but I've already knit it. So I'm going to try and find something similar, but not exactly.
You have it?
The meandering shawl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I not remember you having that?
It is a dark green on one side, and then I think I'll have to find it. I still have it.
I forgot you made. That's a beautiful shawl.
I love it. I should pull that one out because I feel like even right now I'm really cold. Like, I should be wearing some knitwear right now, and I'm not.
I know.
Well, with the exception of I love these socks.
That's what I have on: shorts and a flannel shirt, and all I want to put on is my LL Bean fuzzy slippers. Except I refuse to wear them when I'm working because I refuse to get dye all over them.
Yeah, because that's...
This is what I live in. I look so ridiculous, like a dork.
I think Crocs are coming back, as a side note.
Really?
I think Justin said so too. He says at work, everybody wears Crocs again.
They're great for dyeing because they're really comfortable. I throw them in the dishwasher once a week.
I was just going to say, isn't it true that you can dishwash them?
I do all the time. Yeah.
That of itself should sell anybody.
I know, because they come out like new, except mine are getting, because I wear them every day, all day.
Right. Yeah.
I have a lime green pair somewhere.
Yes, you do. Where'd that book go?
I don't think those are real Crocs, though.
The lime green?
These are real Crocs.
Oh.
I'm going to treat myself to a new pair.
Treat yourself to a new pair of Crocs.
I want an orange pair.
Ooh.
No. Maybe hot pink.
I'm
going to do that this week.
Croc Day.
Why not?
So, and the other one that I grabbed.
Saltwater taffy.
We have so much saltwater taffy in the shop right now, and I don't know why.
It's because it's interesting. I think it's because when Paige got hers, she was like, oh my God, saltwater taffy is amazing, Sue. And I was like, really? Like, it's been in the shop. Like, I didn't think a lot of it. I think until you see, because every time I go down, I'm like, love saltwater taffy. I think for some reason it might not well, I'm losing words today. Translate well,
Yeah.
but it is so pretty.
So, like, literally my jaw hit the ground. I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. So I grabbed a steel toes because I want to make a pair, I think, of blueberry waffles with these.
Gorgeous. And we might not have any of the sock kits with.
No sock kits, but we have a decent amount of steel toe.
We have a decent amount of steel toe, but depending on, I will investigate whether or not I could make a few of those into sock kits.
Yeah.
By dyeing up a mini to go with them.
Well, and honestly, you know what? Even if we don't have sock kits, the steel toes, like, so many people have skeins of yarn that they've knit socks with and they have this much left. Like,
I agree.
Kind of what my plan is for with this, because there weren't kits available. And even like I could use the rest of
You could use that, because that is what I would put with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I would put with it.
So anyway, so those are the 3 skeins that I ended up bringing home with me. Only because I didn't want to take anything away from people that want it unless I was ready to knit with it. And
it's so hard. I struggle with that a lot, because a lot of times I want to steal stuff and then I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to take it away from custom. For the longest time, we didn't knit with our yarn for that reason, because that was in my early days when I couldn't produce it as fast as I can now. But just a heads up for people coming in the shop this week, I'm already starting working on it, is Sally. Oh my God, I love Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Do you have a Sally?
A little swatch of it in Lily's blanket.
Oh.
Sally.
Oh, it doesn't do it justice, though.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, because it's a deep pumpkin. Do you think that is Sally? That looked a little different to me.
Maybe it wasn't. It's similar.
It's similar, because it's a deep pumpkin with a purple and a green, and oh my gosh. So we're going to make those sock kits in the glitzy, which is the gold stellina, and the steel toe. What else did I tell you? Glitzy? Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka. See, I've got to write this down. I already forgot.
Which are
Willy Wonka kits. Crack in the Sidewalk kits are going in. So those are the 3 right now that are like kind of already in the process. And then I've been looking at my dye book. I'm bringing back some of the older colors that we haven't had in a while. There's my girl. Good morning, my girl. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I could sit with her forever. The minute I know she's available to be held, there's nothing else I want to do.
There's no getting in the...
Nothing else. Yesterday, I think we were talking off camera. We were all eating, and she was done. It's like, I don't need to eat. Let me go hold her. So by the time I went to bed last night with all this delicious food, I was starving. Hi, my girl.
I said my pants are on crooked.
You're crooked. No wonder you're crying. I'm crooked. There you are. She is, I don't know of any baby that isn't beyond lovable, but she's beyond lovable.
She is.
You're just perfect. So anyway, yeah, I'm super excited. I have a lot of meetings this week, but I've got all my ideas down of what we want to get in the shop. We will be filling the shop a lot this week. Super excited. I miss, like, when I started dyeing this morning before, it's just like, I'm home. Like, I just love it so much.
Yeah.
Molly has talked about it before, and I agree with her. I just love it. When I don't do it for a while, I crave it. I always love a break. I always love a time when I can say, I'm not going to dye today. But I don't like it to be the amount of time it was this week, where I just didn't get enough time to do it. And, oh my gosh, we need to talk about our Needles Up tickets.
Yes.
Almost forgot, because what made me think of it is Rhinebeck is going to be here like that.
I know. It's so true. It's so true.
It's kind of, I'm already to the point of, I got to start thinking of new colorways, and oh my gosh. And we do have some fantastic ideas surrounding the holidays this year, which we won't share until they become more solid, because I am one to change my mind.
For sure.
A lot.
the holidays are pretty far away, so we have some time.
They are, but not for the yarn dyeing world. So yeah.
So yes, let's talk about Needles Up VIP. So Needles Up Rhinebeck VIP tickets are going to be going on sale Saturday, June 16th. So I believe that's this upcoming Saturday.
Yep.
Noon Eastern Standard Time. They are $5.50 each, and they are being sold in our Etsy shop. We are going to be listing did we say 65?
I think it's 65. We've got to finalize that because our space is bigger this year.
Yep.
I think we already discussed that we've moved over to
The Best Western.
Thank you. Best Western. We are not taking all, we're taking one conference space, just like Maryland Sheep and Wool. It will be the exact amount of space. It's still going to be an intimate gathering. It's still going to be all of our vendors, which we are so grateful that they have again joined us, and we are so lucky.
And were you going to go there?
You have to go there.
Oh, okay. So, and we are bringing on, damn it, of course, the one podcast that I don't have one of her moms. We are bringing on my friend and amazing.
And I consider her a great friend, and I've never met her, and I love her already.
I think she would be okay with that.
I do too.
Amanda of Doghouse Pottery is going to be there selling her beautiful mugs and other pots. And we were so excited when she said yes, that she wanted to be there. And it's going to be so cool.
Yes, which we've wanted to bring in a potter since we started. We've been like really trying. We always keep our eyes out for potters. And then when you began to share about Amanda, it's like, well, she's our potter for sure. And then when she said yes, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. She's just so talented, and she just fits the potter. She's just like, it's when you see her, that's what she does.
For sure.
She's just so talented. Miss Lily will be at Needles Up.
Miss Lily will be there saying, hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Who knows to how long or how we'll figure it all out.
No idea.
Unfortunately, she comes with the territory, and we're stuck with her, darn it.
Goodness.
She's like, I don't know what to do with myself today, Mama.
She really is out of sorts. I feel like she would go that.
She probably needs to just flail around.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, she needs to get some exercise. So that, and is that all we need about Needles Up, I think?
We should say the hours. So VIP, is going to be from noon to 1, and then general admission will be from 1 to 6. And for general admission, there is no charge. So
no charge. And when you purchase a ticket, you go on a list. You will not receive a physical ticket. You do not need a physical ticket. If it makes you feel better, you can bring your receipt, but it is not at all necessary. We have a master list. We have people that help us with all of that, and we should talk about, we are going to, last year a lot of people wanted to donate prizes for the line, and if you're a maker and you would like to do that, feel free. We love the thought of having as many gifts as possible for our line. And we will have people giving out prizes and having fun things available to win those prizes. So if you would like to do that, you can message us and we will send you the address where to send it. And probably through our email is the best, because Instagram messages, if we don't follow you, which we can't follow everyone or else we would never see my children's feed, which is really all I want to see. And so Chelsea, you'll put our email address on the bottom.
Yep.
That would be the best way. It's always the best way to reach us is through our email.
Yes.
It's where you will get the quickest response, probably. So yeah. And having said that, I am super busy still dyeing up the advent calendars. Yes, I am. I'm already working on them. And you got to see them this weekend. I know. The colors are super fun.
They're so fun.
Super fun. I hope to do 3 or 4 this week to keep adding to them. And I'm having a blast with it. It is not a burden. I thought it can be very easily when you look at the numbers we do, but I don't want it to be a burden, so I've just started working on it.
Right.
What are you doing? She's like, I need to roll around the floor now, Grandma. I've been confined and I've been such a good girl. She loves to be able to move.
She does. You can't hold me down.
You can't hold me down.
Ay.
Oh my gosh. So we need to let Lily go. She has been an angel as usual, and we need to get back to work.
Hi. Yes, that sounds good. So yes, all those things I will put in the show notes as well. So if you would like to see it all written out, it'll be down there for you. And our show notes are always only in the YouTube down bar.
Good to know.
But that's new. So yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. To all of
Thank you.
It was great seeing you all again, and for any new viewers, hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess we'll probably, now that I'm pretty settled, we'll be back on our every other week schedule.
Yes, and we are going to surprise you probably very soon.
Yes.
Doing one together, because now, we should thank everyone for all the kind comments concerning Isabel leaving us. It was so sweet and so heartwarming, because she was a part of our world in this podcast, and it was so appreciated beyond words. Everyone knows that. And I kept wanting to respond, but I thought, if I respond to one, it's not fair to respond to. It's such a hard thing. So know that we so appreciated it. And why was I going? Oh, now that little Miss Isabel is no longer with us, I have a little more freedom to come and go. And I'm hoping to run up to Vermont one of these days, and we will do a joint podcast.
Yes, which will be so fun, because we haven't done that in so long.
I don't even think we're going to know how to do it. I'm not going to know where to look.
It's going to be so weird.
It's going to be so weird. So that could happen at any time.
Yeah.
So yes. So let's let little Miss Lily go. She's been so patient.
Gotta go play.
Hey, go play, my girl. I love you. Oh my gosh, I could just steal her. It's a wonder you have her today. Because I was like, go home. I'm fine. Go home. I'm fine. I'll keep her for the week. It's not a problem.
If she was formula fed, I would have very gladly said, take her for a couple of days.
I think you would die.
I would die.
I think you'd get in the car and be like, wait, let's go back.
This day. You.
Maybe just a day. Huh. All right, let's go. Needles up.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and for sticking with us. Hopefully you have a great rest of your weekend. Well, it'll be...
Remember, Second Sock Saturday.
What's that?
Second Sock Saturday.
Yeah, that'll be next week. But yes, because today's Sunday.
It's Sunday. Darn it.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging in.
Needles up, guys. Thanks. Bye.